Good morning, guys. So I'm back in the house real quick. So this video is going to have a lot cut in. This will probably be the beginning part of the video. I'm going to be live here in a little bit. I'm probably in the next hour or so. I'm going to eat because I haven't eaten breakfast, lunch, breakfast, brunch. And then I'm working on some stuff here in the house. My whole week, I took Friday off. The car's got some things I'm trying to get different quotes for some maintenance to do. So I'm trying to find out what that is when it clicks, when you turn and click. And so I'm a face-to-face person when it comes to maintenance. And I want to kind of get quotes. So I stopped in a few places to kind of get some quotes on some things yesterday and Friday, and ran around with some car stuff. I was going to try to fit in, my DOT physical. My goal is not to go back to driving, but I'm trying to maintain my CDL, and I had not done my DOT physical. So my CDL DOT side is in suspension. I have to do the DOT physical to bring it out of suspension, which I'm going to probably do next payday. And then I have to pay, so it's going to be like $80, 50 some dollars for the physical, and then 30 some dollars just to bring it out of suspension and send that in. So I'm going to go handle that next weekend, our next payday. Because that's going to be $80, and I just didn't have that because I did a lot of dealing with car stuff the other day. And I'm trying to find out what my repairs are going to look like for the car. He's due for a lot of maintenance. So oil change, and I want to also get a tune-up with this time. And also I want to start getting all the fluid things they said. I'm going to get that serpentine belt done. And then I'm also going to see if we can find out about the click, click, click. So I was getting some quotes on some things on Friday. Because I am very much a budgeter when it comes to, I'm a sales shopper on everything. Like, I need to find deal, but I also want quality stuff. So there's an old saying, you get what you pay for. So I am cautious on that as well. So there's things that I'm going to do at the dealership because to me it's more engine focused. Like the serpentine belt, I'm doing that at the dealership, even though, well, I think it's like $30 difference between them and Jiffy Lube. Jiffy Lube was less expensive, but I'm going to do that at the dealership because it's directly with the engine. I'm probably, even though it was a significant difference in the fluid, I'm also going to do the transmission fluid at the dealership as well, because again, significant engine. So I know that I'm doing the transmission fluid, the fuel, and the serpentine belt all at the dealership. So that's going to cost me a little bit of money. And then the other fluid stuff I'm going to do at Jiffy Lube. Because they were just less expensive. So I'm going to do that there. This car still has a little bit of its warranty. And I believe the warranty got extended because of the theft issue and the fire, the engine catching on fire for the model years that we have. Okay. I think mine is one of those. Well, anyway, I saw somebody outside. It must be the kids. I'm going to show you guys the back patio after this. I'll cut that in after this. Today's topic, let me just jump in there so I don't forget. I'm going to call them the 3 G's is what we're going to be talking about. So the 3 G's will be the glass door. We'll talk about what that is here in a little bit. The glass door. The other G is the garden. I'm going to talk about that because I'm going to show you some of the seeds that I'm going to be planting. I have some other seeds around here. I'm working on that too. The glass door, the garden. What's my other G? I had another G. Oh, grown children. Grown children. We talk about that too. And then we might talk about C and J. I'm going to leave J as a question mark to C because I'm going to tell y'all story time. And then y'all can tell me what y'all think. And it was a C. Now I forgot about what C was. I forgot what C was. That quick, y'all. I'm getting old. I was going to tell y'all C, and I can't think of C right now. So I told you, okay. I know what J is going to be. It's the C I was putting in, and now I forgot what it is. Y'all, I'm tired and old. If I think about C, we're going to be talking about it. What was C? Man. It's going to bug me. It's going to bug me. But I'll remember. I'll have to write it down because I know I want to talk about C. C was something. So I know the garden, the glass door, grown children. Oh, C was something. I can't remember C, y'all. We might do C if I can remember it because the C was going to be something. Anyway, y'all saw the back patio. So when I talked about the plants, my tomato plants, I put up a canopy because it gets real hot back there. And so that my garden didn't do good the first time. I had a couple different things. I had my lizard issue, eating stuff, tomato hornworm, and the heat. The heat was, those were the top three things. So I put up a covering, but it's covering like the middle part of my patio, and uh where the grill is sitting, I don't want anything over it. Now, some people might say, well, why don't you put your grill against the brick wall, which I thought about, near the complex, or near the building. The problem is above that is a wood overhang. So I don't want sparks going up that could set that on fire. And not that they would really go up that high, but this place is old. My apartment complex was built in 1958. I'm estimating around that. I'm believing, I don't know why, but that's the year. I don't know why I got 1958, but I got like 50s. So, like I still have the circle glass fuses, if anybody knows what that is. And the one I had before this, they had the metal click-in fuses, okay? But the circle glass ones are in my thing. So this complex is older, and it was built a long time ago. So I am going to, my goal is to get that. What I want to do is put some corrugated roofing against the back fence and drill that in. So that's what my goal is. So I've got some things I'm going to do. Now the little man Hulk is there, I think I can lay the seats down and go get sizable corrugated roofing cut at Home Depot. And I'll probably be doing that over the next few weeks because we're coming into the summer months. The barbecue sauce, I went and started getting the glass jars for it. Now, right now, I'm just going to use regular canning jars. But I have a type of jar I really want to get, but I want to see how sales go first. And I will be selling that. And then I'm going to order some specialty jars for the vanilla extract, because I know some people saw me make the vanilla and they wanted me to do the vanilla extract. It's coming. I have to research where I can get the vanilla beans from. Originally, I think I bought my vanilla beans off Amazon and they weren't all that pricey. But for whatever reason, prices have gone up. And I believe, obviously, with our climate change, global warming, aka growing things apart in different parts of the country is causing prices to go up. So I've got to try to find a vanilla bean distributor that I can get it from and do the vanilla beans. And then getting the liquor, I mean, because all it is you're using some kind of alcohol. When I was alcohol, not rubbing alcohol, but, you're using vodka, you're using whiskey, you're using bourbon, something like that in order for your vanilla bean extract. And so I think I just use a vodka. And vodka is relatively, you can get an inexpensive vodka and make it. But I do that, and then you can expedite the process, what I call the what I'm calling kind of like fermenting, flavoring process where the vanilla bean blends with the alcohol by putting it in your Instapot. So I'm going to work on that because I know that if people want it, they may want to use it right away opposed to wait, because normally you want that vanilla bean extract to sit at least 6 months. If you're just going to have it sit, you just start a batch and just have it sit for 6 months. I have to do 2, but I broke a jar and I still have 1 and it smells lovely. So, and the one that I made, you guys saw in one of the older videos, that one smells lovely. So, I'll be doing that. And then I've got to get some smaller jars because the jar that I have, I couldn't, it's going to be heavy to ship. Plus, when you do, a lot of times when you use vanilla bean extract, you don't need that much because it's that strong. So you're only using like a teaspoon, a quarter of a teaspoon, something. You're not using a lot in a recipe if you're baking or cooking with it because it's that strong. That's why I know my mother used to have that little bitty, remember the little jar y'all get in the store and pay like $9,000 for? And she would have that for months, years. I remember sitting, and my grandmother was another one. And that thing would sit because you don't need a lot. It's just that, it's that potent. But mine would be me making it homemade. So I'm getting ready to do some things. I'm also reaching out on the shirts. I've got some sayings for years, even stuff I don't say on here that we're going to put on shirts. So what I'm doing now, and I'll explain this more in my video as I'm hopefully leaning into some of the entrepreneurial gifting from my mother's side of the family, from my grandparents. So her parents, when they came here to Arizona, they were, they had their own, one of the first black soul food restaurants here in Arizona. I don't know the name of it. I know that they talked about it as a kid, when I was a kid. And then, as you guys know, I talked about my grandfather. He had a little side business that he ran where a bunch of old people's little social club. A bunch of old people used to get there and they go over to this little house and they play bingo, Pekino, poker. And he ran that for years. And that actually is what put my aunt through college. He also had the cooler business. So the man was a hustler. He worked hard. But everything he did on his own. He didn't work under corporations and all that other stuff. He pretty much just one of those pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make it work. So I'm going to lean into that more and see, because where I'm at in my age, where I'm at in the stage, where I'm seeing companies are, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. I'm still trying to remember what the C was. Cultural. That was it. I see. Cultural cooking differences. We're going to talk about that too. Y'all remind me. Cultural cooking differences. In the video. So probably in a couple hours. But where my grandfather was and my grandparents, they were on my mother's side. My aunt even, the one who's a school teacher, she started doing a baking business, but she was having issues with the husband. And I think she had a lot of family stuff going on, dealing with being married to the unique husband she had. And she probably would have done very well, because she's, again, our gifting is cooking. It's just cooking. Food is a gift on my mother's side of the family. All of us can cook. My aunt's in the baking. My brother can bake and do other cooking. My brother Chris, his baking, he did I remember a dessert he did for a coworker at Gateway. This strawberry, I saw it in his Facebook. I was like, my ninja, I need that in my life. It would look so good. And I'm not a huge, so unlike a lot of people, I'm not a huge dessert person. Every blue moon I have cravings. For me, my desserts of choice, red velvet cake every blue moon. I love lemon bars. Carrot cake is another favorite of mine. Top favorite is frozen yogurt or ice cream. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, yogurt does not bother me. Ice cream, I will have an issue, but I love ice cream, but I usually do it at home. Love a good popsicle. I love certain popsicles. I love sour anything. Popsicle, whatever. Matter of fact, yesterday, I don't know if y'all had that in your area, Bahama Bucks. We have them. I was introduced to them in Texas, and I don't know if they are originated out of Texas. I don't know where they originate. We have them here in Arizona. And I only knew of one, but there's several here. And so yesterday, after I dropped Linda off, we'll talk about that later, I ended up going here because I love it. And they have a sour, super sour. And I got super sour, everything they had. Super sour, they had 3 different flavors in there, super sour. I'm a huge sour person. So, yeah, that's me. But yeah, so I've got some things we're doing. Y'all saw I did the kitchen organization. I got a little bit more to do in the kitchen. Matter of fact, I got to go in the refrigerator right now and go look and see what vegetables are bad and do a little straightening up in there. I got some new vegetables I need to put in. I'm cooking from home. We're going to talk about the job thing. It's still on hold as far as me making any moves. I'm going to talk about that because we're going to talk about the glass door and some things I've researched, and we'll talk about the glass door and how that plays into effect. And I was introduced to the glass door by a friend of mine who's an RN when I was working for Carvana. And we'll talk about that later. Because as soon as I went to Carvana, shortly thereafter, she's like, you need to research that company. And then she sent me the glass door. So if y'all don't know what the glass door is, we're going to talk about what that is. And it is an amazing little tool. And I did not use that for the company I'm at. Which I should have, but I really used what someone told me because I knew someone I had an associate, aka friend, who had left the company I was at prior and went to this company. And again, I'm going to say, I do not think the company I'm at is bad. I think they have things they need to change. But I think they're aware of those changes, but they don't want to make those changes because those changes can be made. And like many companies, there's a lot of game playing. Like the bathroom thing just really irks me. That is a pet peeve. That is just so weird to me. It's almost a trucking thing. It's disgusting. But that also, and the micromanagement, those two just really sit with me, not good. But I also know that I'm not trying to jump out of the frying pan into a fire, or into another frying pan, because it just doesn't make sense to go from one dysfunction to another jacked up dysfunction that doesn't have anything better other than the money. And the money at the other place that I was looking at is really is significant. It's significant, but how long will you have that money for? So we'll talk about that too. But we're going to talk about some things today in the live, whoever joins on. And I'll probably do that here in the next couple of hours. I'm going to eat something here in a minute. I might go get some coffee. I had some coffee. I can make some coffee. I don't know. We'll see. I'm drinking some leftover coffee right now, but I might be making some coffee. I'll go and get some coffee because I got a little Starbucks thing. And I'm addicted to that Valentine Frappuccino. Y'all, if y'all haven't had it, go get that. You'll get your life. It's strawberries, I think some kind of chocolate chips or it's chocolate something in there. And I'm not a huge chocolate person, and coffee. And I'm a strawberry fan. I love strawberries. Strawberries. I love strawberries. I need to be able to grow some strawberries. I like strawberries. I want to get figs, y'all. I want to grow a little fig tree out there. I love figs. I like fresh figs. I want to grow figs. So I'm going to see if I can order a fig tree on my next paycheck, if I can get any. I saw somebody said that she was able to pick up some fig trees, or like at a local store. I'm going to see if they have them here. I haven't gone to look. And I think she said $8, but I'll go see. I might go next weekend and drive around and look. But I've been paying bills. I've been trying to pay stuff down. I got one card I want to pay off and close. But I'm paying stuff off and down. That's the thing. I also want to pay off the Apple. So the Apple laptop. So that's going to be my focus. But yeah, we're doing some things, and I need to get a chair. And I think about getting a day bed in here. So I want to get a chair and a day bed, because a day bed, my friend, when she comes down, that would actually be a good little sleeping thing. And they got one. I've seen it on Marketplace, and I'm going to see about going to get it. I don't know if I even talk to my neighbor because he's got a truck. Or see if me and Joe can get it in his Range Rover. I know it breaks down, so we might have to break it down and get it in his Range Rover. So that might be it, because it's from Cost Plus. They used to sell them, but I'm not seeing them online anymore. And I found this one on Marketplace. And I just want the frame. They have a mattress, but I'm not big on folks use mattresses. I know you can get like a bed bug cover and stuff. I'm just not big on folks use mattresses. You can keep the mattress, unless I know you. But you can keep the mattress. I just want the frame. And when it comes here, I'm going to spray it down. Because it's by Harris. It's a bed bug spray. If it kill a bed bug, it'll kill a roach. It'll kill any kind of bug. And it's wonderful. It rated on Amazon. And I used that when I moved in this apartment. I sprayed everything with it. And it's something I just buy all the time as an insecticide spray. No, I treat my apartments. So I don't normally have an issue. Unless they walk in the door with me. I've had bees and flies. I had a beetle. He was huge. He was about this big. I don't know how he must have got in when I came in and didn't realize he came in, little buzzard. But he was very dead after meeting that bug spray. Anyway, y'all. But I will be on a little later. But yeah, I just kind of showed you the back patio. Today's talk is going to be interesting. So the 3 G's: grown children, the glass door, and the garden. I'll show y'all some of the seeds we're going to be planting, and I'll show you where I got them, because I went to Dollar General. They got seeds for $4. I'm not discriminatory on seeds. I know some people are like, oh, this about the seed. Honey, it'll grow food, and that's where I'm at right now. I know some people are only organic or only heirloom seeds, and I do think heirloom tomatoes taste lovely. But heirloom tomatoes, growing them can be hard, and also they may not last as long. Also, heirlooms don't have sometimes the stamina when you're growing them out in the back, and they also can draw insects, and they also can get disease. So if you guys don't know, tomato plants are famous for disease. So, and a plant just like us can get diseases. They can get diseases and not do well. And so, whereas what happens with some of our newer plants, they've done grafting and other things in order to help it resist disease. But it's still a fresh tomato, and it's different from what you get in the store. It'll change your life. I wish I could have chickens. I would love to have chickens because I like eggs. I like eggs. And y'all, I did pay $6.99 for some eggs. I got some of those blue-brown eggs because I want to try them. I want to see if that egg is going to give me some more flavor than the eggs that we normally get. And I just want to see. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to tell you something. They're in the refrigerator right now. I did pay $6.99. It kind of broke my heart, but I normally don't pay a lot for eggs. I'm usually cheap. But the other eggs just don't have flavor. It's like, they don't, it's like, oh my God, where's the flavor? And if you've ever had an egg from a farmer, from a farm, or somebody who has chickens, and they feed them right, it change your life. And the yellow yolk is yellow. It's a different color from that crap we get in the store. I'm just telling you, it's a different experience. So anyway, y'all, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm getting some things in order. And if the Lord is willing, we're going to get some things changed. Anyway, and I may cut in some other videos from Friday. So some of this may be a little jibber jabber of stuff. But y'all be blessed. 2 and 2. I'll be on here live in about an hour, 2 hours. Peace. All right, guys. This happens to be the back patio. And y'all see I got some planters in there. There's some other stuff hidden down there. Down there were 2 storage bins. They have mainly trucking stuff in it. The cat, one of the cats, I think, jumped over it. And it's been sitting there, so it probably got brittle from the sun. So I'm going to have to go through it, see what I'm keeping, see what I'm tossing or donating to Goodwill. And then there's a bag over there. I used to keep in my old Scion. And that bag, it has some stuff in it. I had to go through. And I don't know, it's like a storage bag, but I don't know if I'm going to keep that. Because it's got oil and stuff, some oil leaked in it. And I don't know if it's really washable. It was a good little storage bag for like your car storage, like emergency stuff. I've got soil over there. You see all the nice weeds. These are not weeds. You see the flowers? I think they're called morning glories. I don't know. So whoever lived here before me, she planted the purple ones. The yellow ones are weeds. She planted this. I'm presuming it's a she. And they grow like weeds. They're obnoxious. So I got to cut them down. They have very thick, and I saw them at the garden center. So all that's got to get cut down again. I got grass over here and weeds over here. That's getting pulled up, and y'all see. So all this needs to be done. I'm going to do some cleanup. Y'all see the old bags. I need to get a drip system out here, but the way this patio is set up, and I had a little sprinkler system, but that didn't last long. The wood is so old that even the hooks in there came loose. But the sprinkler system, I'm going to end up taking that out. I may do another one. I have to decide, and I may just do it in a different location because it did make it cooler, but I really just need a drip system. And what I'm going to do, let me show you guys. I'm sitting. So this is the madness of my back patio. Got to work on. So how this is set up, my water hose is behind the door here. And this section here, you see those little black things? That's the plumbing for this entire building. So, which is a issue. So down over in the corner where the little tree grows, my sweet potatoes do real well down there. And I had a jalapeno plant that did good. So I'm going to put those back over here. There's one other bag over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. But he might be a pepper plant too. So I'm going to put a couple pepper plants there. The smoker he's gonna get a bath and paint. And so if you guys get smokers and you have them outside, and I need to get a cover for him, you can do this stuff called high heat paint. You basically gonna wash them down with some Dawn, take a light sandpaper and sand all the rust off, let it dry, and then you come back with the high heat paint and spray him. And then I also need to drill in I have 2 other temperature gauges. So we got some work we're gonna be doing with him. So I got some work to do. But anyway, and then the back fence here, so my old complex was brick fencing, which I prefer. But this back fence I'm really cautious about. So I'm always out here when I have this grill because he's so close to that back fence. I'm going to put up, what I'm trying to get is, what's it called? Corrugated metal roofing against that fence. And see if I can get some sheets and put it that way. Yeah, so, and then you see the little cabling right there. That's for climbing stuff. So the tomato plants are gonna have to go under here because it gets so hot they don't do well. And I also need to put drip system in. And again, my issue with the drip system, my friendly neighbor, and we got bees. So lately we've had bees out here, so I do want to get this going. But my drip system is gonna have to come from here. And I'm gonna probably have to put in more than one. Whereas my other complex, the whole thing ran in a wonderful L, and the way it went, I was able to run that whole drip system along the thing. But here I may have to run 2 drip systems. One that's gonna kind of run under and around, or maybe 3. One that runs that way, one that's gonna have to run across, and then one that's gonna have to come this way. So one this way. So running that way. I'm gonna head in, but I just wanted to show you, this is going in the trash. This actually, it has some of the stuff from there. I had some, what do you call it? It's like expandable, it's kind of like a expandable core. I forgot, like coconut core. So it was in a brick, you put water in it. I did that, but this thing is starting to fall apart too. That's going. I'm gonna take it to the trash. This bin right here is going to the trash. So I got a bunch of stuff out here. It's gonna end up going to trash. I'm keeping the cardboard stuff because you can break that up and put it in your, you can break it up and put it in the planting things, and it basically decomposes. So I'm gonna do that under my new planting. I'm also may use a few of them in order to plant in, and then you can just put them in there because then they're biodegradable. So yeah, we got some work to do, y'all, but we're gonna be working on this in the next few weeks. So you guys will actually see the transition of the madness and cleaning this up. But the back patio is a hot mess, and I'm honest. So we'll be working on this, but y'all see the weeds and the bags and stuff. So we're gonna be working, and I got some plans on trying to get this back up to par. Those are from the Dollar Tree General. They're okay. I'm not a big fan of them. Some people rave about them because they're cheap, but you really can't, to me, grow a lot of major vegetables in them because they're small. Probably use them for herbs. You could probably do that, which I'm probably gonna play with them and do it for that. But growing major vegetables in them is not the thing at all. I also, y'all see the little white things? I got like those on Amazon, and they come with the little marker, but what I don't like, and I think it may be Arizona, maybe it's not, you can see where they start bending and they start fading. Even if you're using a permanent marker. So I'm gonna reevaluate that. Anyway, y'all, peace out. So I'm at one of our local places called Le Grand Orange here in Phoenix. And Miss Linda is here. Thought we would have had Indian fried bread today. And she had car issues today. So I dealt with my car stuff yesterday. I got some more stuff to do with it, but I got some things accomplished. And so today we are at Le Grand Orange. So y'all are kind of getting a view of this. They have a wine area, candles. I want to get some of these candles. I love the big candles. They got some chunky candles that I like. Anyway, peace. Alright, y'all, I'm hanging out at one of my favorite restaurants called Rito's. If you're ever in Phoenix, that's where this is, the one downtown. Alright. Can you tell by the car what part of town I'm in? I'm just saying. Yes, Lord. Anyway. Alright, y'all are in the cockeyed mode because we are on our way to the laundromat, the 24-hour laundromat tonight. The coinless is closed, so we're going to the other laundromat in my area of Ghettoville. So where I'm at right now is a side of town called the Biltmore area. I used to work over here at Schwab. I actually worked at 2 of their offices because they moved us a couple of times. And actually was in one 2 times and the other one time when I first started. That building was actually the original American Express building that they end up buying later. It's under, I forgot who owns Schwab now. Schwab's not Schwab anymore. They're owned by, is it Ameritrade? I want to say Ameritrade. I'm not sure. And I'm just passing In-N-Out Burger, which is packed. That's Panera Bread. Container store across the street. And they also have a Whole Foods over there and Trader Joe's. I wish they put one closer to me. But, I mean, this isn't far. But I would like a Trader Joe's near me. I got the phone right there. Look, I'm looking for my phone. I'm talking to y'all on the phone. I took tomorrow off for car stuff. And I may even try to get my DOT physical in. I don't know if I'm able to get that done tomorrow because I'm going to go to the dealership to find out some stuff about our clickety-click. And I want to ask about some other things I'm going to possibly have them work on. We're going to go a street north of here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I hate Camelback. It's like a very horrible street to drive. Camelback is like the Scottsdale street. So in Scottsdale or Snotsdale, which I used to live in, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of nice things in Scottsdale, but there's a lot of money. And so I don't know why, but some people with money, they become snotty. And so even how they drove was very arrogant. Hey, Waymo. Waymo's behind me. Is there a guy in the seat on Waymo? There's somebody in the seat on Waymo. And yeah, he's in the driver's seat. Okay, I don't know. I've never seen a Waymo. Well, I've seen him sit in the passenger seat. But this person is in the driver's seat of the Waymo. And yeah, they're behind me. So I don't know if Mr. Waymo is needing attention. Because normally, me and Joe want to do a Waymo without a person. And we're going to do that one day. Because I'm really curious about Waymo. I used to Lyft all the time, but when I didn't have the car. But we're going to Waymo just because we want to Waymo. And then I heard a lot of you guys with AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile were down. I have no idea if I was down because when I got up, my phone is always connected to Wi-Fi in the house. So I'm always on Wi-Fi. Anyway, it's the middle of the night, so we drive tomorrow. I think we're going to have good weather, so I might go get the car washed tomorrow too. But I took tomorrow off to try to knock out a few things. Plus, I need to find a doctor. So I may have to jump on the company computer just to find out about that. Because I need to look up a doctor. Or find out the website. Maybe I'll call Blue Cross and find out. Because, again, my doctor is retired. Y'all getting a little blurriness at night. I'm going to get a better camera thing in here. But there you go. All right, we're going to be to the other part in a little bit.